Hello, hello. I am Michelle Hope Walker, and you are watching Michelle Hope Walker Speaks. Welcome, welcome. Today is Saturday, and it is June 10th, 2017. I always like to date my videos. Anyway, I'm so excited to be talking about Sean John Combs, P. Diddy. Somebody still calls him, I don't know, Puffy. I don't know, Puff. I don't know, Puff Daddy. I don't know. And the key thing I'm focused on is things that I learned from Diddy. Okay, I think that's probably he goes more by now, P Diddy or Diddy, Sean, whichever one. Honoring all of those names that he has. So first, let me talk about my encounters. Let me see what was my encounter with P Diddy so many times. I'm trying to think of what was maybe my first encounter. I don't know. Okay. So maybe my first encounter is the one, and you go on my Facebook, you'll see the pictures. You all have done so much stuff in my lifetime as far as in the entertainment industry, more business. I've done some music video type stuff, but more, I've always been about the business. They kept trying to make me a video, but I was like, no, I want to be the one to manage. I want to be the one to. Don't get me wrong, I've rapped, sung, and did different things. I'm sitting here flipping through this because I'm trying to find. Here it is. I believe this one. I don't know if you all can see that. That was the. I believe this was the first time I actually met Diddy, and this was in California, Los Angeles, which is where I live now, which is where I reside now. But anyway, he was very nice then. Very nice, cordial, respectful. Very nice. I've seen him many times since then. So other times was in Atlanta, when I lived in Atlanta, Georgia. And I used to do a lot of club promotions, a lot of stuff in the entertainment industry. Talent assistants, music videos, God is good. I have done a lot. School, studied the music industry. That's what I tell people. I am most definitely a witness to Ludacris because we both were in the same music management program at Georgia State University. Dr. Frederick Taylor Sr., I think his son's name is Frederick Taylor too, but Monica Swain. Think of last name was Swain. It's Monica Swain or maybe Monica, but she was our professor, but she also had been and may still be the attorney to TLC. But anyway, just studied the industry, worked in the industry, connections with people early on, especially in Atlanta when people were just right before they popped off and were popping off. So Ludacris, Chaka, Lil Jon. Snoop, his phase of time when he was down, in Atlanta with No Limit, doing different things. Actually, it came through there. I don't know if they were living in it, but just a lot of different things. But keep on. This is about Diddy. I think at the time you're doing club promotion. So at the club, he had a promotion event, something he was promoting because bless his heart, Diddy's always promoting, which is a good thing. Promotions is a good thing. When you have a product, promote it. To me, that's what sometimes some people fall short on. You're a guy that, I would work with and help at times, he had music stacked on top of music. And I'm like, well, when are you going to get this music out? Because having it in your home just stacked, and just storing it and no one's hearing it, by the time you get it out, you don't know. But anyway, so promoting, getting your stuff out and promoting. Okay, so Diddy, was a great promoter. So it was one of these events, and so, got a chance we were dancing with Diddy. And so every time I've been around him, he's been very kind. Nothing but kind. And I say that because when you work in the entertainment industry, you work around a lot of different people that are not so kind. Not so kind at all. Talking about, they be trying to put stuff on us, women talking about we divas, But I see diva as a good thing. Diva is a good thing. But we got some divos. Like in Spanish, the A is for the mujer, women, and the O is for the male, hombre, Anyway, so maybe I'm creating a word. But divo. You got a lot of divos in the entertainment industry, in Hollywood, that they just act like they can't be approached, or they standoffish, or whatever the case might be. And I'd be like, really? Because we are the ones that help you to get to where you are. People cannot never deny the fans' part in helping them to get to where they are. No matter what other stuff they've done, no matter how much money they have, no matter what matter of fact, we, the fans, we, the people that work in the industry, are the ones that have helped you to get to where so that's why when you meet these people and they're just sort of like acting funny, or I'm like, really, you got your nerves, and I will blast them out at your time. I sure will. I will blast them out, because I'm like, you got your nerves. Who do you think you are? I mean, if y'all know me, y'all know I'm the type of person that I'm like, no respect to persons. Even in the Bible, it talks about that. No respect of persons. In the sense of meaning, we all, that's my Bible. Y'all know I read it. That's why it's so good. But I love my Bible. I love the Word of God. Anyway, so, it talks about no respect of persons. That's not saying we don't respect people. We respect people. But what it's talking about is this theory of people thinking that they higher and better than other people because of money or fame or whatever that's in their head, that they think they're better than other people. No, because everybody is valuable. So you're not better than nobody. We all on the same plane. We may be on different tracks and maybe doing different things, but, this high and mighty attitude, calm down and come down, we salute the people that's doing, do your thing. There's nothing wrong with that. I salute that, but no respect to persons, to the point of what I'm saying is that I'm respecting you just like I'm going to respect every person. I'll tell people their craft, congratulations on their craft, or that I enjoy their music, or enjoy whatever it is they're doing. Or I'm just, I'm a good, positive person. I'm a loving, kind person. I know for some people it takes a minute for them to get to, warm up to me, because they're like, who's this, why is she so kind? Does she want something? And I don't want nothing. I don't want nothing. I love me. I know who I am. And so that helps me to love and care about other people. And I want to know God. And so when you know God, you have a agape love for everybody anyway. You want to see everybody make it. You want to see everybody do good. And whatever it is God has called them to do. And I have the type of spirit that there's enough room for everybody to shine. So this theory that people be trying to, I don't know, pull like the crabs in a bucket, pull people down, or talk bad about people. That is not me. That is not me at all. That's not me. So anyway, Diddy. So Diddy is such a great person. Every time I've run, I have never experienced a negative experience around him. I've been around him a lot of different times. So we talked about from the first time, I believe that's the first time I met him was in LA. Then been around him in Atlanta, and then in Chicago. But here's the part I want to say, what I learned from Diddy. This is the part right here. It was at a WGCI. I believe that was the call letters for that radio station. That was the radio station. It was in Chicago, Illinois. Shouts out to Illinois. That's my birth state. Shout out, Illinois. Anyway, Decatur, Kankakee, Chicago, Peoria, Springfield. I keep naming on. Bloomington. Quad Cities, where I remember I did a concert. I guess that's up there where actually the states start, mingling with other states. I don't have a map right in front of me. But anyway, and Sierra was just a young little girl there, bless her heart. But she was so sweet. Sierra's another. She was so sweet. I was a driver. I tell y'all, I've been working in the industry for years around everybody. I'm real talk. But so I shot that out because we're talking about Illinois. I remember that was a concert that I worked in the Illinois Quad City type area, where I was Sierra's driver, and Sierra was just so awesome. We all went to dinner. She's like, come on, you come eat with us, you go do this, because I try to give them their space. When I'm working with different folks, I give them their space. I don't want to just be all diving all in. No. Now if they like, well, come on, like, oh, here I come, Sierra, but so Sierra and all her people were very nice. Also, I had Lloyd the singer. And see, I had Lloyd, Sierra. At that time, Ja Rule was on that tour too. He was getting H-Town. Yeah, so everybody was nice on that whole tour. I mean, I was working with them, so I guess maybe too they felt a certain comfortability about me. And when I'm working and doing my thing, I'm very professional, and I care about what the artists care about and helping to make sure that, whatever they want, like, for example, right when Sierra got done, she wanted that truck revved up and ready to, so I was right there ready. As soon as she came out, it was, time to go. So very professional and honoring what the artists or, whoever I may be working with at that time. Because I've always worked with what they call in the industry high status level people, or they call it different names. So, sometimes they just call it talent. But but yeah. So anyway, Diddy. I gotta stay focused. Diddy. So Diddy, each time I've met him, each time I've been around him, so positive, so positive. I even got a chance to meet his son, Justin. This was sort of like right after in LA. I don't know if it made it, around the rest of the world, but Diddy was talking with the coach, or what I would call, because I'm a parent too, of grown kids. And so of course, then I remember in their teens and my kids played sports and was active. We always been an active family and activities and sports and different things like that. And whatever my girls were doing, I'm blessed that I had to pair 2 girls, 2 boys, now I got 2 women, 2 men, and I got grandkids, grandsons. So, so I could relate to what P. Diddy was, I could relate, put it like that, So something happened with the coach when doing something right with Justin over there at UCLA. And Diddy went and made some corrections. That's how I put it like that. And, some people were like, some people was like, yeah, that's right. I was like, yeah, that's right, Diddy. You go do your thing. Because, I'm a parent and then I'm a black mother. I'm telling you, dealing with this educational system and dealing with folks and advocating for your kid, one being black, they just think they can treat you and your kid however way they want to. And I'm not saying everybody does, but I'm saying there's certain people that have a certain mindset of other cultures. Even some people in non-black cultures just think that they can mistreat the black child. And then when the black parent come up to the school, they want to then try to mistreat us. It's like, excuse me, stop. So I was like cheering on Diddy for doing whatever corrections he needed to do. So, of course, I live in LA, so we're around again, Hollywood, celebrities, everybody all the time. And so I was in an award show, and I happened to see Justin, and I told him, I said, Justin, I commend your dad for what he's doing. That's a good thing of what he did, and I wanted him to know there are people out there that we supported Diddy, John Combs, on what he did as a parent. One, that he was even there. Because sometimes people just send their kids off to college or send their kids off to, even in high school and grade school, and they don't go to school, they don't go check on nothing, they don't go support their kids and nothing. You're like, parenting didn't end. Did parenting end? No, parenting never ends, really. I'm going to be honest with you. It don't ever end. We always ought to be there and support our kids. And, even now, you always see and hear Diddy talking about his kids and doing different things like that. And then he does things to support others. Okay, so Diddy, what I've learned from Diddy. So this was in Chicago, Illinois at the WGCI. I guess maybe it was a conference, But I never will forget because, so pretty much, I was born in Kankakee, Illinois, and pretty much raised in Decatur, Illinois, and Taylorville, Illinois, but more so probably Decatur, Illinois when I was younger. And so it's different times I've lived out here in Los Angeles, different times I've lived in Atlanta, Georgia, different times I've lived different places, usually always industry, city places, because I've always taught school. Yes, I'm a smart chick, so don't get it twisted. I know I do my antics, I'm a comedian and speaker, and I do my thing, but chick is smart. Don't get that twisted. Graduated from University of Illinois. What's up? U of I, UIS. What's up? Let me see. UIC, Chicago. Okay, but anyway, so taught school, always worked in the entertainment industry doing something, church, evangelist, involved, God first, always and forever. You're sure with that, God first, always and forever, because that's real. But anyway, so I was at a conference. This was during the time that I think I moved back to Decatur briefly. So I'm not going to live in the city, then I'll come back in. For me, a lot of times, those of you that may be from a small town and then you go live somewhere else, a bigger city, and especially if you work in the entertainment industry, you just get used to certain things when you live in a city. I was missing. I was missing when I lived back in Decatur, because Decatur's a smaller town. I was missing the city. So I started going to Chicago, attending different things, and even working stuff in Chicago, doing little different events and stuff in Chicago. So one was a conference that WGC, I believe it was WGCI that had. Somebody was having it. It was a music conference. Because I've always, as far as music industry, looked at and managed artists, promotions. I worked at a promotion company one time before. It was at 404 Music. What was the other? What was the? I forgot what the name was. These were early on startups, like, but and just done promotions, of course, then for different names, big names, small names, whatever. Well, I don't like to say small names. I think all of us are important. You know what I'm saying? There's no big, small. All of them, we're doing business and doing good. But anyway, MDI. I think there's MDI distribution. And what was I saying? Why did I start naming all that stuff? Anyway, so I've done a lot of different stuff in the music industry, and also looking at music being music, an attorney. An entertainment attorney. Yes, and so, taking law classes and different things. Just have studied, taking copyright classes and just all that. Again, because I actually was in the music management program at Georgia State University. I graduated from University of Illinois, but I did lots of classwork at Georgia State University, which actually I was basically set up to graduate from both. I just ended up graduating from University of Illinois. But anyway, so studied the industry. So it's not, so active practically in the industry, but then also knowledgeable in the research and the studies of the industry. How they do a lot of even psychological type studies on how they come up with words to songs and beats. And, I think a lot of people don't even realize that and know that, but that's real. That's real. That's what I tell people. Sometimes people think, well, I don't want to be the artist. And they think that there's not a job for them in entertainment industry. No, there's jobs. They got research, and I love researching. They got research. They got the psychological type stuff, because they be trying to study the mind on what songs, what mood, what beat help move people or can become popular. Once you get to know that too, you be like cautious of certain things. Like, what are they trying to brainwash me with this song? What are they trying to brainwash me? Because I know they studied. I know they did the research on what will make our mind do this and that. But anyway, Diddy. Okay, so back to Diddy. So one thing Diddy said at the WGCI conference, it was him, and oh my gosh, I can't even think of the name, but it was him. But I guess the key one I remember was Diddy. It was a small room. We all was just like right in there, having this conversation with Diddy and the rest of the panel. I remember this guy standing up, and he was like, well, I feel like I've exhausted Chicago. I've done everything that I can here. What do you suggest that I do? And Diddy just as simply, which is the reason why I was always moving, answered my question and confirmed some things to me. And soon after that, I got up out Decatur and back to a city. I think I moved back to Atlanta. I may move back to LA. I don't know. One of them at that time. Because he told him, he said, well, sometimes you got to go to where it is. Now, Chicago's a big place and got a lot going on, but I don't know. Maybe he did exhaust it. But anyway, he was like, he's exhausted in Chicago. At least what he wanted to do. Because also sometimes it's what we want to do. And it's where God may be leading you to do your business or things that you're doing at that season and time. So anyway, he was like, I've exhausted, the Chicago area. What do I do? And then he was like, you got to go to where it is. And I never forget that, and he told us, I can't remember the story he told us about, but you have to go to where it is. You have to go to where it is. This theory of waiting for it to come to you, or you just feeling this helpless mode, no. And then also you can start your own. I tell people that so many times. I know sometimes you want to be connected with quote unquote who we think is already in the industry, and so you don't have to do all that leg work, so you can team up with them. But if it's not happening, start your own. And then maybe even as you get your own, then that company might come and you want to team up. I'm thinking though about that time. You're like, I'm good. That's always my challenge with a lot of things that I do. It's like, I can do this myself. I really don't need another company to come in and put me on their life insurance policy and then maybe kill me off so they can get my life insurance. Yeah, no, I'm a comedian, but that stuff is real. Life insurance policy. Watch out and look. Know who has a life insurance policy on you, because those are big in the industry. Yes. If you didn't know, yes. When you are assigned to certain labels or assigned to certain things in business, employers, you don't have to be in the music industry. Employers will take out life insurance policies on you that if you die, they get some money for it. So watch that. But anyway, so a lot of times I'm just like, I can do this why would I want to sign for somebody else to be telling me what to do? And than pressuring me and stressing me out because they want me to do stuff on their schedule and I could do it on my own, and at my own timing and the way I want to do it. But anyway, so remember that you can always just go do it on your own. You don't have to. I mean, don't get me wrong. It can help. Yeah, I guess get you promoted or whatever. And then it's the bigger picture of what do you want. For you, is it all about people knowing your name and you out there and or is it about building your own brand and building your own name? So all of us have different things. For me, I just know it's my calling and encouraging people and helping people and putting words out there and just, it's just what I do. It comes to a point in life that you get to the point that this is just what you know is what you do. And a certain amount of money comes with it, cool. If not, whatever. This is what I'm called to do. So this is what I got to do. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. Which I love that place in life because you feel so good and comfortable in your own skin and who you are and confident. Because you know your purpose, Now again, God can switch up at any time, right? When you think you're doing this and be like, right now I want you to do that, And so I'll encourage you all too to have a relationship with Christ, Jesus Christ, God. I notice in this world you have to clarify what God you're talking about. So many different gods that folks refer to, but God, Jesus Christ. I know some of y'all, oh my gosh, you do that God, that paying up, whatever, because I'm 45 years old and he done been there for me and me and him is like that and whatever, because I'm a living witness of what God will do in your life. Keep you, okay? Keep your mind together, keep your life together, okay? Because I'm telling you, especially if you're in this entertainment, music industry, you're going to need God. You're going to need God. Because these people are going to approach you with some stuff. You're going to be like, really? $5 million to do that? But the stuff is so like, and just so wrong. You'd be like, you know what? I'm good. You can keep the $5 million. I'm good. I'm good. Good. When you have morals and values in this industry, boy, woo-wee. You turning down money all the time. They be trying to bring you some propositions that you be like, really? You want me to come to your house with a hood on, bring a bathing suit at 3 a.m.? Really? And we gonna talk about my company? Really? Why so late? So just know that every opportunity may not be the opportunity for you. I try to mentor people too, tell them, no, watch that. You have to watch that. People be having other motives in mind. We came to sing, dance, or whatever your craft is, and they got other plans for you, everything but helping you with your singing, dancing, and everything. Especially as women. I don't know how many women went in with the craft, came out pregnant or some other than their craft being pushed forward. Stuff got pushed, but it wasn't their craft. So I'm just saying, focus, just because somebody got a lot of money and fame don't mean that that's the person you're supposed to be connected with. That's for somebody. Let me say that again. Just because a person got a lot of money and fame does not mean that is the person you are supposed to be connected with. God will tell you who you need to connect with. Okay? At the same time, we ain't running from people that got money and fame because there's a lot of good people that are that way and that will help you. Legitimately help you. Not have all these add-ons to if you do this, if you sniff this with me, we'll do that. No. I ain't sniffing nothing, ain't sticking nothing, no, ain't doing that. No. But people that will deal with you legitimately, honestly, good motives help you to get to the next level without you having to resort to bowing down to just horrendous things, just to make it, with them in this industry. No, you don't have to do that. And I'm telling you, the best answer is no. I done said it all my life. I say a lot of yeses, but I'm just saying, you got to be willing and not afraid to say no to garbage. You know, don't be afraid to say no to some stuff that you know in your gut is not right. I know you mapping out how you can spend that money and how your friends gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna be getting it with this. Yeah. But then come back to, if it's not right, and up in here you feel, up in here in that stomach area, sometimes you feeling it and you're like, I gotta say no. Back to eating noodles again. Ooh, you know. That's all right. Gotta turn them noodles into steaks and everything. You just hold on and keep doing it the right way. I say noodles because that's the thing you always hear people talk about when they're struggling, because noodles are cheap to buy, and you know. I'm like, better to eat noodles than lose your soul. Go to church on that one, huh? All right, so Diddy, Sean John Combs, Diddy. Okay, great person. Now again, I know some people talking about, but you don't know this. I'm not into all that. I don't know. I know people talk about the Maid just came out about something. I'm like, I don't know. But y'all know how this industry is, you know. They can do some good things and then folks got some, so I don't know. I'm just talking about what I learned from Diddy. And so that's one of the things, like I said, I talked about, that Diddy was talking about go to where it in is, go where you need to go to make the stuff happen. Don't wait for it to come to you, or don't just then stop because you have exhausted your area. Or when you exhaust your area, then leave and go to another area. Don't be afraid to do that. You got to step out. That's a faith walk. You know, and even as I was looking on Diddy's Facebook, you know, he's a lot closer, or at least he mentions it and not afraid to mention his relationship with God, you know. So, you know, that's helping me as I reflect back on even his conversation of what he was saying. You know, sometimes a lot of people just won't come out and tell you they're Christian or they believe in God, you know, but when you think about what they're talking about, really it lines up with the Word of God. It lines up with what's in this Bible, you know, in the Word of God. You know, they might just not be saying God's name or telling you the scripture. You know what I'm saying? So that's like one of those times it's sort of like Diddy was, you know, speaking the Word. You know, he didn't tell us what scripture and what verse to turn to, you know. Another thing of Diddy that I learned from Diddy, and I'm going to be cutting short soon because I like to make sure the videos are 30 minutes and under. But anyway, so also, and I don't know if this was his conference or something I read about, but also I think it was when Diddy was trying to get with Uptown, and I can't think of, was it Andre or somebody was trying to get with. So he kept calling that person once a week, and then sometime at some point he would go stand by where he knew the person would pass. Once we're not getting, I'm not telling people to go stalk people. Don't do that. But what I'm saying is network, touch bases with people. You know, some people, well, I met them the first time and they just didn't seem interested. Well, you know, when I worked in radio, because I worked in radio too. I used to be a salesperson, you know, radio, where we sold radio ads. You know, one thing we used to always talk about in our sales meeting and in our sales, you know, magazines and booklets and all that stuff is that no, a lot of times don't always mean no. It's just you have not showed them enough more to say yes. Now, again, that's not always true. Because sometimes no is a no. Because I know sometimes when guys are trying to talk to me and I'm saying no, that's what I mean. No, I'm not interested in you. No. Okay, how much money you got, how famous you are. If I'm not connecting with you, no, and no. No need to buy me nothing. No need to keep calling me. No. So, my nose, I mean it. But anyway, Diddy talks about how, you know, he did his networking process. I thought that was very interesting. So, you know, if it's certain people God keep putting in your spirit for you to network with, don't be afraid to continue to touch bases with them. Once a month, every other month, once a week, you know, or whatever the case might be. But that's how he ended up getting into some of, you know, the different businesses and people, you know, by networking with them early on and not afraid to hear no. You cannot be afraid of rejection. I'm going to tell y'all that right now. Can't be afraid of rejection. Also, since I'm talking about Diddy, and I seen that he got a movie coming out. So it's the Can't Stop, Won't Stop movie. Is that what it is? The Can't Stop, Won't Stop. June 25th, he said it's going to come on. It was Apple Music right after the BET Awards. And y'all know we are in LA, so we're about to have all the BET stuff. I love that each year. I've been at each and every one each year. I love living in LA. But anyway, So go and support that. All right, I'm Michelle Hope Walker. You can just Google my name, Michelle Hope Walker. Watch all my wonderful YouTube videos. Go to youtube.com, put in Michelle Hope Walker Speaks. Facebook, Michelle Hope Walker Speaks, period, listen. Twitter is @Hope_Speaks. God bless. Keep doing what God Combs told you to do. Thank you, P. Diddy, Sean John Combs, for all the great things that you are doing. God bless. Keep staying strong in your relationship with God and spreading that inspirational, positive message and word that you talk about you like to inspire. So thank you. God bless.